Hello everybody, welcome to episode 4 of my Soul Trader Let's Play with the Developer series. So when we left off, we had a few different missions that we needed to do. The main thing that I needed to do quickly was to visit this Vida Vinspa to confirm her location. So that was one thing I was going to do. The next thing is I needed to go and see Orville and try and find out some information about him. He's proving pretty elusive, so I need to try and dig out where he's at. Lieutenant Gore is someone that everybody wants to know, so I definitely want to try and figure out how to get hold of him. I'm going to explore some of the inner planets of the Old Federation to see if I can do that. We also have some work to be done, so we're going to go and do that at Starfleet HQ, maybe liaison network with a few people there as well. But soon we want to do two things. We want to either get a new ship, because the one that we've borrowed from our dad is all very well, but it's kind of showing its age a little bit. It's a bit small, we can't really generate much cargo. Or transfer much cargo around the system, which is kind of annoying, so I want to change that. We also need to find out about Caesar Earls, but we haven't got long to do that, and I really don't want to annoy him. So I think we found the information we need. Yes, we have. We've got a bunch of info, but the problem is that we don't know where the president is at the moment. He's probably off somewhere on some trip, and we do need to get an audience with him pretty quickly in order to try and figure out what to do about that. So anyway. So this is the time is about 11 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, so it's a weekend, so it's a good time to go exploring. We can't actually work at the moment, so go exploring, maybe try and dig out Orville, and maybe find out where Vida Vinspa is. That's quite important to get done pretty soon. So let's see what we know about her. Not very much, unfortunately. A few things that have changed since the last build. The advantage of being a developer is that if you see a bug, you can fix it. So now when you mouse over various different people's names, the colors are much clearer. So if you have a grey color when you're mousing over a location, that means you just don't know them at all. If you see a white color, that means that you actually know them a little bit. You've got a relationship with them. So we can see that Pablo there is someone that we've spoken to before and have some connection with, but the others we've never spoken to. So that's, or we don't have any relationship with them. So that generally means we haven't spoken to them either recently or just haven't spoken to them at all. And obviously there are other ones here. So we've got ourselves, which is in red. Carrie is a friend, so her name is listed in green there. And Jezusa is someone we're actually doing a mission for. So because they're listed in blue, we actually get to see that, and the reason that we've got that is because she wants us to find out where Vida is. We really need to find Vida. We need to find out a bit more about Vida. So perhaps the first thing we should do is actually go and see Jezusa. So unpause the game and see if we can get her to tell us a bit more about her. We need a little bit on her, please. Hey Jezusa, nice to see you. So if I filter by Vida, then we can ask her about Vida. Let's see what you know. That's their grandson Jamal. That's helpful. She's got a few other things here. It's Vida's. Jezusa is Vida's sister. Interesting. Okay, so that's helpful. Do you actually happen to know where she is? That'd be good to know. Last in at Fruta Blanca. She was last here, so she should be here somewhere. Where does she work? She works on Mars. Okay, at Katakit Bank. Okay, so that's helpful. Let's see if we know anything about her relationships, and maybe ask about her again. Will you introduce us? Do you like us enough? I'm not sure if Jezusa likes us enough to... Not quite. That's frustrating. I don't think she'll give us an introduction. No. They don't tend to do that until you actually... because they consider you a friend, but you need to kind of chat to them a few times before we get to that point. Never mind. Okay, so she definitely moved to Asimov Vida. Yeah, her story is she left her job at New York and went to move to Asimov as a management trainee. Yes, okay, so that was only 5-10 years ago, so she's probably still doing that job. So I think that it's worth, just get a bit more information on her. That was her trainee management job before. Okay, so we've got a good picture of where she is. Vida definitely is someone that we think that we could discover. It sounds like they're probably... Vida is probably... Sorry, I've gone too far there. Vida's probably in Mars. Okay, but we don't really want to go to Mars right now. We were planning on going to Venus. But we do need to do this in 2 days, so I think the thing to do is just head over there and do our best to find her. Vida does not live here, does she? No, I don't see her home anywhere. Fine. Okay, so we're not going to waste any time. We're just going to take off immediately. Going to still stay in our dad's ship, and we're going to head off to Mars. Okay, there we go. Oh, crikey, what was that? Oh my goodness, I've been attacked. Who is this person? What are you doing? Ah! Oh, okay, so they're obviously someone who... Ezra... Okay, Lorraine... Okay, so Ezra, Lieutenant Quivers, our friend Lieutenant Quivers, who wants to know about Lieutenant Gore, has obviously attacked Ezra before, but didn't manage to quite beat him. So we could really do with someone coming. Oh, let's just skip out. They're in a huge cargo ship. They're not going to get very far as a pirate with us because we've got a very fast ship. We need to steer clear of Lorraine in the future, though. She's obviously someone who has a bit of a little bit of a thing in for us, so we'll avoid her. Anyway, let's zoom off to there. Auto. Yeah, I don't like the look of her very much at all. Yeah, we need to keep an eye on that. I mean, normally it's reasonably safe to be flying around in Earth space. There are usually quite a lot of Army and Navy ships around, so you should be okay. But we'll see what happens. It could be that she's already been destroyed by the time we get back. But it'll be worth checking out to see how she's getting on. Okay, we've arrived at Mars. Who we really need to find at this point is Vida. She lives here, so this is good. Is she in any of these places? Let's see. Vida. She's there. Brilliant. Yes, fantastic. We've discovered her location. D'Souza is now going to be very happy with us. Let's find D'Souza. She is... D'Souza's here. Yes, we had a location discovered for us, which means she is going to love us. Okay, so she now has an amazing relationship with us, and is now very loyal, and that's all very good. Okay, so she's happy. She is a happy person. Okay, fine, that's good. And I'm happy because it meant that I've got rid of that mission that was kind of a bit scary. Now we're at Mars. What do I have on my ship at the moment? I've got water. Water will probably sell reasonably well in Mars, except that it's the weekend, so I'm not really going to be able to do much trading. Does the president happen to be here? He tends to visit. The thing is, he tends to go on diplomatic missions, the president, so he might have headed off to, who knows, somewhere miles away. That's what presidents do. So we do need to keep an eye on him and pop back to London. We need to pop back to London anyway on Monday to work. We've got 11 days, so we've got another weekend or a full week to be able to find him, so that's okay. Very glad I found Vida. Oh, Caesar Earls is also there. Why do we need to find out Caesar Earls? He's the person we need to get information from. So we already have the information, actually, so we don't actually care too much about him at this point. Okay, so now we've done that, the next thing would be to... we've got Lieutenant Quivers, Lieutenant Gore. Lieutenant Gore, is he actually here? Let's see, Lieutenant Gore, I don't see him there. No, he doesn't live here. I think he's on an inner planet, so that means probably a trip to Venus. It's kind of annoying, I didn't really want to go over to Venus, but I think I'm going to have to. And I don't really want to go via Earth because of that pirate. And oh damn it, oh crikey, we were hit by one of those. That's a bit too risky. 80% damage, a well-placed hit will destroy us. So I think the thing to do, we need to find a mechanic at this point. She's not a mechanic. Shipyards often contain mechanics. It's the wrong time of day. It's the weekend again. Here we go. Karen Quinlan. Will you repair our ship? That's repainting. Repair a ship. There we go. Please repair our ship. What? That's insane. That's literally all our money. And it's not even our ship. Okay. That's a problem. What I could do is I could use a new feature in 1.2 and actually get some transit to a new location. So I could ask one of these nice people, probably in the bar here, to actually take me, say Annabelle for example, to actually take me off to back to Earth, so I can leave my ship here. It's not very nice to do that, but do I take a risk? One hit could potentially destroy me, and I didn't turn on. Yeah, the problem with this is that I did not turn on escape capsule. So if I die, then I'm dead. I don't want to get my ship destroyed. I'm just going to sneak home. I think it'll be okay. We'll take a risk. We'll take a risk. It'll be fine. Let's go back to Earth. But I seriously need to think about getting a new ship. I'm not repairing my dad's ship. That's just ridiculous. I've never seen such an expensive price. So we'll head back to Earth and see what happens. Okay, nobody else is around here. Humberto. Don't know if I know you. No, he doesn't know me. It's another veil, but that's why I check. Okay, it's getting pretty dark. It's getting pretty late. Just head to Earth. Let's see if we can spot that pilot. There she is. Where is she? She's attacking someone else by the looks of things. Is she hanging around Earth? She is. Oh goodness. That is a bit scary. Really, really don't want to come across to her. She is very slow. So if I approach her from the back, oh no, that's the front. Help! Oh, luckily I'm really manoeuvrable. Except that my engine is terrible. I really need to ditch this ship. This ship is just driving me crazy. I should be able to sneak in. Yeah, there she is. Those are her engines, which means she can only fire frontwards. So if I come back this way, luckily she's in a very unmaneuverable. Oh, she's targeted me. Right, time to go. Okay, we managed to land. That's good. Very good. Okay, right. Now, I'm really tempted to leave this ship here. I'm just not keen on it. Right. Pablo, Marilyn, that's my mother. Could really do with finding the president. He's normally in his home. Okay, he's not here at the moment. No, don't see him anywhere. Don't see anyone else I know. Mohammed, that's me. Okay, so that's fine. So there's Admiral. I'm doing a mission for him. I'll say it's Orville that we need to find out about. Okay, back to deals. Right, Lieutenant Gore. I could do with hiring a ship at this point. I really didn't want to hire a ship, but I'm not prepared to take an 80% damage ship out. Costs a bunch of money. You get deposits. What's this ship like? It doesn't even have any guns, but I don't really need guns at this point. These are all very similar. I really wanted to save up for my own. I could take a loan at this point. Bank isn't open for the weekend. Okay, not taking a loan. I don't really want to leave this planet without a decent ship. I'm just worried about it. That's my dad and my mum hanging out. Very nice. It's Pablo's family. What? Does my mum have a ship? That's not my mum. That's my dad. Oh no, that's me. There's my dad. Where's my mum? There's my mum. Does she have any ships? She does. That's better. Oh, she's gone now. That's annoying. Oh, it's 1 AM. Where is she? Huh, she's gone to the bar. Well, it is, I suppose, quite late, but you know, it's kind of fun. Mum, can I borrow a ship from you?
Okay, sure.
Oh, would you look at that? Fantastic. And it's not, oh, it's even worse than my dad's, but it's not bad. Great. She's also worried about me taking it. Fair enough. You knew that anyway, didn't you? Yeah. Okay, Cornell traded in, came down to the local shipyard. So Cornell, who's that? So ships also have like a story. So this is the previous owner. My great uncle, actually, was the previous owner of this ship. So that's kind of nice. I wonder about my current ship. If that's also the case. What's the story here? I don't know anything about it. Does she know about it? I'll tell her how I borrowed my dad's ship. Oh, she's still talking about Cornell again. my great aunt, and how she was so sad when Cornell died and he had to trade the ship in. Oh dear. We can ask her about our great aunt, don't you think about her? Oh, Daryl. Okay, Daryl and Jacqueline met. Oh, Daryl is someone that Marilyn likes talking about. Interesting. So she obviously met him in Mars. Lloyd and Daryl became friends. Don't know Lloyd. Oh, he's just dead. He's just died. Well, that's terribly sad. What did he die of? Let's ask my mum about him. Oh, she doesn't want. Oh, she wants to change the subject. Bless her. Obviously, this is a sad thing. I know nothing about Lloyd. He's obviously a friend of our parents. Got our same surname, so it could be a relation of Marilyn, but she just wants to change the subject, which is kind of sad. Lloyd's relationships? No, she's not interested. Okay, fine. But the important thing is that we have a new ship. So I'm going to unpin this one and find my mum's ship. Where is it? It was the Cane Tanner, wasn't it? There we go. This is our brand new ship. It's docked at 27 or 20 Opilot Street, which is here. There it is. Fantastic. Okay, so this is the terrible ship that we can't upgrade because we've just borrowed it, but it's a lot better than our dad's one. Plus, it has a cargo capacity of 2. Ooh. Ah, did I just leave? Oh, I just left something in the old ship, didn't I? Where's the old ship? Where's our dad? It's got water in it. Yeah, it's only 50 credits. I don't care about that. Okay. So now we can launch. I'm going to go to Venus and I'm going to avoid Lorraine, that pirate. But luckily she's gone, which is kind of cool. Time to go to Venus. This is actually a decent ship. This is a lot faster than our dad's ship, which is cool. So we're going to go for this one. Okay, doing well. I'm slightly concerned about some of these deadlines. I'm quite glad to have sidestepped the need to buy a ship too early here, actually. That's a good thing. We owe more hours. We're going to need to do some works pretty soon. Okay, let's do a manual approach. If I was holding the right keys. Let's go and engage. Okay, watch out for pirates. No, we've got ensign patrolling. Okay, I'm assuming that's what they're doing. Armed patrol, yeah, so that's good. So the various junior, especially junior Navy officers will patrol gates looking for pirates in settled systems, which is kind of nice. Orville King! Orville King! We've been looking for him for ages. Fantastic. Orville, tell me about yourself. I need to hail you. Come on, Orville. Hail.
Hey there.
Oh. Where are you going? Oh, yeah, I know that. Not going to tell me anything you don't know? No. And again? Oh, that's not useful info. Oh, where are you? Oh, Lieutenant Gore! Ah, Venus is obviously the place to be. So what's he up to?
Hello.
Oh, he's going home. Where does he live? Probably Venus. Okay, so we're going to be able to find Lieutenant Gore. I'm kind of annoyed that I just missed Orville. But if I just jump back through this gate to Earth, avoiding that pirate, of course, was not here. He's obviously already done a runner. Okay. Well, that's helpful. So Orville is clearly from the Venus area. So that's good, because we need to go to Venus anyway. But it looks like Lieutenant Gore might be a good bet. So let's find Venus. It's over there. And also to there. Good. Worth coming to Venus, definitely. Okay, this is good. So, Caesar Earls, we've got the info we need to find the President. Lieutenant Gore, we should be able to deliver a package. We won't be able to do that until he's landed. And we need some gossip. Gossip is harder to find than just regular info. Regular info is all very well. But gossip is harder. Okay, right, let's land at Vicon to start with. So this is Venus. It's not very big, Vicon, is it? Let's see, there's not much going on really. Gore doesn't live in Vicon. He probably lives in Richards, which is the other city. Let's see. A little bit bigger. Ooh, Lieutenant Gore doesn't look like he lives here either. Maybe Gore was just visiting. Maybe he was just visiting the military base. Oh, that's not as good as I was hoping. A whole bunch of people here we've never met and don't know. Interesting. So he doesn't live on either of these planets, Gore, which is annoying. Should have just followed him. That was a mistake. Oh well. Orville. Orville's just kind of hanging out. Well, they were both heading to the jump gate. Were they going to Mercury? Difficult to tell. Well, let's just launch and see. So there's no one else around here. Let's go over there. I don't see anyone else around here at all at the moment. It's frustrating that I saw the two people I need to speak. Oh, there's Forest Core. That's not the same person, is it? No, different person. It's another ship. You only see ships to about 5k out, so sometimes you do need to have a bit of a look around to see who we can see. Okay, so that's obviously some huge trade ship run by Percy Irwin, who we don't know at all. Which is fine. Sebastian Brailsford. Which Sebastian is that? Oh, it's the brother of the other Sebastian. We meet again, Mr. Sebastian. You're not interested in chatting to you two. Probably should have done, but never mind, too late. Okay, Derek Quivers. Nicholas Vale. I haven't been to Mercury yet, but I think it's probably just worth going and seeing who's there. Seeing if Orville or someone like that lives there. That's probably worth doing. Let's see, Orville King. Last saw him. Oh, we did see him near the Sun Gate. Yeah, we did see him recently. And Gore, we saw him again near the Sun Gate. So that was the gate in Venus that flies to Mercury. Okay, so we've got Mercury here. So we're right in the thick of things here. It's a boiling planet. Leave ship. Let's see who's here. Ah, Lieutenant Gore lives here. Fantastic. That's his family. How fantastic. So he's got a couple of kids. That's good, but this is clearly his place of work, so that's good to know. All people we know. How do we know these people? Ah, it's our sister Carrie. Now she's the sister who I've been kind of telling my dad about. She's lost touch with everyone. She's lost touch with our dad, hasn't she? I think it must be because she moved out to Mercury. Let's see. She became a courier at Mercury, which is why she kind of lost touch with us, which is kind of sad. Yeah, married this guy Logan and moved to the other side of the system, so no wonder she lost touch with us. Oh, that's kind of sad. Got upset about that. Where is she? Not here at the moment. Carrie Vale. No, she's moved out. Jackie and Vito are my niece and nephew, which is nice to see. I'll have a little chat to them. Hey, Jackie. It's been a while since I've seen you. You're 14 years old. How are you feeling about life? Trying to talk to my relatives is always good. Not a drink. I don't think I'm going to challenge you to a drinking competition. Arm wrestling. Come on then. We can do this. Well, I'm going to probably beat my 14-year-old niece at arm wrestling. That's good. Business contacts. You're not going to have any, but it's worth saying hello. You like talking about people, so kind of. She doesn't have any business contacts at all. She knows quite a few people. Doesn't think much of me. She obviously thinks I'm very wealthy. Quite sure why. Yeah, I really want to talk to Carrie. So one thing you can do in 1.2, which is a nice addition, is that you can send a message and you can say, hey, I want you to meet me here. So assuming that they get the message and they're prepared to do it, and that on planet, they'll actually turn up. Oh, she's got 4 kids. And that's my brother-in-law. I'll chat to him. Doesn't think much of me. What do you want me to do, Logan? My father. So this is your father, my brother-in-law's father, who I saw at Rainey, and he's also my great uncle. This is slightly odd. So hang on a minute. So he is my great uncle, which means that my sister married my great uncle. No. My sister married my great uncle's son. So my sister, my great uncle's son, married her cousin once removed. Okay, that's slightly odd, but maybe that's why she moved away. Maybe that wasn't really a thing that was done. I'm not sure. Forest Sage. Oh, he's a pirate. Don't want to talk to him. There's Carrie. I'll talk to Carrie. Hey, Carrie. She's obviously too busy to meet me. Socialising. Oh, let's get your latest business contacts. Excellent. So that means that I know exactly what she's been doing all of her life. It's a little bit like business contacts, a little bit like a LinkedIn profile, which is quite useful. I'd quite like to do a favour for her because I probably know a bunch of information that she's interested in. Can I find some information on my father? Interestingly, Carrie, he was after information about you. You might as well just pick up the phone rather than paying me to do. Ah, there we go. So she's now arrived, so that's cool. So that's great, but she also wants some information about Josh Vale. Now, I'm sure I've got something that she doesn't know about. Yep, there's plenty of things that I could tell you that you don't know. Sure, what shall I tell you? I kind of want you guys to get on, so I'm going to tell you something that is going to make you think that he's amazing. Fortunately, all of the stuff that I know doesn't really look good for him. Ooh, but I could tell her how I got some information for Josh, which we can complete the mission and also make me look good. Excellent. Ta-da! So now she thinks I'm even more loyal. Wow, that is looking good. It's going to take a little while for that to go up, but she's pretty happy with me. So that's good. I don't need to ask her about Josh particularly. What do you know about Josh that I don't know? Ooh, Josh covered up his incompetence at Mars Outpost. My dad. You never told me about this. Is this from the dim and distant past? Yes, it is. So you haven't had a completely rosy career, Mr. Admiral Dad. Interesting. Okay, what else do you know about Josh? Okay, yeah, I knew that he's a pretty good leader. Navy politics, yeah, okay, fine. Nice to chat to my sister in the bar in Mercury. That was really worthwhile. Lieutenant Gore is just nowhere around. I've no idea where he is. It's kind of frustrating. Let's see. Jackie, yeah, Edward and Logan. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Be nice to chat to my niece, but I can't bother really. Okay, so my estranged family that live miles away, I've managed to kind of get in with. That's good. Told them a little bit about my dad, gained a bit more money. That's always good. Interesting that my dad's location just moved. That's because I'm really close to my dad. Basically, I have him on like Find Friends, so I can find out exactly where he is at any time. You can only do that with your 2 or 3 more closest friends, but it's quite useful, so I can always track him down. Okay, mustn't lose track of what I'm trying to do, which is I've got to find the president. That's a key thing to do. So I'm going to have to zoom back. I'm going to say goodbye to Mercury for now. Let's see if there's any decent ships here. What do we got? Ooh, these are quite nice. Ooh, I could almost afford that. Can't afford that one. It's a bit poor, but it would be a great starting point. Oh, that's worth 18k, mostly because of that really good bolt gun on average. But okay, that is damage. That's why it's cheaper. But I can always repair that. Oh, that's, yeah, I can't quite afford it. Not sure I want this class of ship anyway. What I really want is one of these, but they're well expensive, so I'm going to have to wait for that. Okay, I didn't bring any stuff to trade, did I? Got 2 cargo capacity now. So what I could do, if there's our markets are all shut. Do I want to wait here? I could wait here. I could just check into a hotel. Yeah, it's 4 p.m. on a Sunday. I think I will just wait here. Let's see. Who can give me... Who's at the front desk here? Can you give me a hotel room? No. I'll order a drink from you, though.
Okay.
There we go. But who can give me a room for the night? None of you. That's frustrating. Let's see. That's the only hotel here. Spaceport should be able to find a room here. Yeah. Great. There's usually a hotel at Spaceport. Fantastic. Right. So now I can sleep. It'll cost me a bit of money, but it just means that I can sleep here for the night. Great. Fantastic. Thanks, Odessa. That was awesome. So now the market's open, and I can chat to one of these guys. Doesn't really matter who. Don't know either of these. And I want to trade goods. Doesn't like questions. Okay. We're not going to get on. Right. Ooh, some very cheap steel. Ooh, contraband. Contraband, you can only really can't sell that anywhere reputable, so you won't be able to sell that on Earth, but you will be able to sell it to prisoners. Potentially, you can smuggle it in. You can also sell it to pirate ships and things like that. Oh, that's my timer. It's time to stop. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodbye. These are all really cheap. I'm going to say goodbye to Mercury, and then we're going to head back to kind of civilization. Steel or aluminium? Tricky. Or nickel? Or contraband? Contraband. Oh, go on. I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to buy one of those. Excellent. Let's see how that goes. Do you need a favour doing? I don't really want to come back here. So is there anything that needs... No, I'm not coming back to tell you anything. Ooh, Grandfather Woodrow. Do I know anything about him? No, nothing. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to leave Mercury. Next time we thankfully borrowed a better ship, so we don't have to worry about pirates so much anymore. So one hit won't kill us. Although that Lorraine pirate was a bit scary. We've kind of reconciled with our sister, which is really cool. We found Lieutenant Gore's home, but there's no sign of him, unfortunately. But we do need to find him. And we also spotted the elusive Orville King. 5 grand, that's a lot of money. That's enough for a ship, almost. So we definitely want to try and fix that one. So yeah, now we've got some stuff on our ship. We're going to try and sell our contraband, which hopefully no one should find out about. That might have been a mistake, actually, carrying that, because it could dent my stellar reputation. And then we're going to look at getting our own ship, with a view at some point to transferring our employment over to the political establishment, because our ultimate goal is to become president, and I need to start working in politics. I need to leave the Navy behind me. But I think there's still a bit I can do in the Navy before I get to that point. Okay, cool. So we've actually completed our first week of the game. We've done a heck of a lot. And next time I will be heading off to Earth. So do please like and subscribe if you like. That helps out a great deal. Otherwise, I will see you next time.